Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Ocha. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy, woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
Gets rid of it. Working that left side now. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Makes the grab well past the sticks.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
He's got it on the right. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense, because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. He finds his man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And you have to try to apply heat to the quarterback, but you have to know when it's too much. The roughing the passer penalty gives him a... And down he goes back at the 3.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown Sooners. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Getting some heat. Unleashes one. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But, man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Quarterback will audible. Running back goes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. They're working that left side. At the 35, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He'll take it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry up. Wants to fire on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. On the run, fires downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. To the air, it's Hawkins. They're bringing heat. Still on his feet. Keeps the legs moving. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance going up top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? The quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside we got safety in the middle of the field. I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there. And he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Running to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. He's going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Acha. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This tight end is so athletic, and at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to pass, it's Hawkins. Looking for a deep man. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Right back to the well.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Quarterback checking the play. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. He'll ride his man on the option. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Third and goal coming up here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out. It's off Chuck. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for a huge play. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Trying to beat the D deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, how about that? You've come out of the locker room. You just had a little bit of a break. You rested. You told your club we're going to come out. Now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you that big yard. That play just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Wide out in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun to give to the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quick completion to the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Sellers. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
And the Gamecocks line it up with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
Snowed under by the defense.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. To throw, it's Hawkins. Starting to feel a little pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fakes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half. But I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season. And this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Toledo. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking for a big gain. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Looks as if he's going to run it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Going for the big play. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. How about this? These guys are going for 2.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
South Carolina, 33, Oklahoma, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Acha. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over, 1st and 10.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Going up top on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. They'll run it from the gun. At the 40, there he goes. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Sooners are rolling down the field. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the quarterback knew he was in that pocket too long, but nowhere to go with the ball, and he takes the sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pocket starts to collapse. Finds his tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target, and getting the completion.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They're trying to get to him. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He makes the grab. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down. At the 45, on his way. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st down and 5 after the penalty. The back goes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Gamecocks. And the route is on.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give